All right, if everybody's ready, we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks again for coming in today. And as I was just mentioning to Mr. Schrader, I'm filling in for Mr. Walsh, who was unexpectedly called back to Illinois. So on his behalf and on Chairman Graves' behalf, thanks very much for coming in today. All of us in the room today know that small businesses are important to job creation and the economy. But the question is, how does a business go from the idea of a business to an engine of job creation? And that's one of the things we'll be looking at today. One thing that entrepreneurs need to grow a business, obviously, is access to capital. Most businesses begin with an original investment from the entrepreneur or borrowed funds from friends and family, as did the 4 businesses that I started. In these early growth stages, the future is very uncertain. Entrepreneurs are trying to prove that their idea is viable and can attract customers for their product or their service. For successful ventures, once the idea shows promise, the entrepreneur will typically need more capital to expand. Because of the high failure rate of new companies, financing from a lending institution can be difficult to come by. So where do entrepreneurs go for this access to capital when they are turned away by a bank? They must rely on outside investors who share in the vision that the entrepreneur has that the new company can and will be successful. While equity investment can come in many forms, an entrepreneur receives funding in exchange for a stake in the success of a company. While this is a risky proposition for the investor, they are motivated by the belief that they can add value to the company and one day profit from the investment. We are here today to hear from a distinguished panel of witnesses about the current state of entrepreneurial finance and recent legislative changes impacting this environment, and finally, what can be done to focus our efforts as lawmakers on job creation. With that, I'll yield to Mr. Schrader for his opening comments as well.